Hey, welcome back to my crazy. So, just excuse Marcus. He wanted to be on YouTube halfway today. Okay, so I need a little favor. Today was supposed to be cookie day. It's actually going to be cookie day, but it's going to be half cookie day because it's a school night and my mom said I can't stay out so late. So I need to do half of this part of the cookies tonight, and then we'll come back tomorrow and do the actual baking part. And the reason being is because we're going to make the dough, the cookie dough now, but I completely forgot. Yeah, you know better. I completely forgot that I have to wrap it up and put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour. And it's been a hectic day. Got home late, had a few appointments. We just got home. But true Vlogmas, I needed to get you a video out there for day 9. And so I don't really have time to let it sit in the refrigerator and then come back and then bake some cookies because I gotta get up super early in the morning. So we're gonna make the dough tonight. We're gonna do advent calendar tonight. And then we're gonna come back tomorrow and bake them. But here's the twofold. You're gonna watch me prepare the dough. And if you're really interested in these really good German cookies, you have time to get your ingredients together, make them, put it together, let it sit in the refrigerator for about an hour so that when we come back tomorrow, we can bake our cookies together. These are probably the most simplified German cookies that I'll make because they are super easy. What I did is I tried to take the recipe and put it into cups matrix because we use grams here. So I tried to put it in cups matrix. There was only one that I had an issue with, but hopefully you guys can make it work. So let me get the camera down so that you can see what I'm going to be doing, and then we'll get started. Okay, let's get started making our German Vanillekipfeln, which is basically a crescent almond cookie. This is a very popular Christmas cookie, widely known, and is a favorite in this house. That's why I normally double the recipe. This will be the first year that I'm veganize it. So we're using vegan butter, and then we're going to use an egg substitute. There are some recipes that don't even use egg, but then one that I've always used normally uses 2 egg yolks. So we're going to go there. I did my best to convert this recipe into cups because we use it in grams. So right now let's get started. We've got 560 grams of flour, that's a doubled recipe. The single recipe is 280 grams of flour, which is 2 cups of flour. So if you were going to make a single batch, you would do 2 cups of flour. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put in the ground up hazelnut. So if you can see that, that's just ground up hazelnut. And you could either grind it up yourself, ground up hazelnut, ground up almonds. Those are often used here in Germany, so you can pretty much always get them in the stores, and especially around Christmas time, they sell a lot of it. So they're always fully stocked. So the single amount of this is gonna be 1/4 of a cup. But I have 2 in here, so I have 2, well actually it's 50 grams, so I have 100 grams, which 50 grams is 1/4 of a cup of ground up hazelnut. So we're putting that in there, and I forgot my scissors. This is the ground up almond. Mandel is, Mandel is German for almonds. And we're going to use 100 grams of this, which is 2 times. So actually what you would use for 1 would be 50 grams, and that's 1/4 of a cup. But I'm doing 2, so I'm going to put the whole 100 grams in here. Okay. Whoops. Next, we're going to do 70 grams of sugar, which is a 1/2 cup. Just plain white sugar. And normally I use my raw sugar, but I have some white sugar, so because these are Christmas cookies, I'm going to go ahead and use that up. And then you would need a pinch of salt. So, just a pinch. Oops. Okay, so we got a pinch. So we've got all our dry ingredients in the bowl. And I'll tell you, in true old-fashioned way, the old omas or omas, that's the grandmothers and great-grandmothers, they did this with their hand. Kim is new age, so she's doing this with the kitchen machine. But let me incorporate all of my dry ingredients. Let's see, can you see that? So we're going to incorporate those all together so we can get it all good and mixed up. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to cut our butter in. So you don't need to let your butter get soft for German cookies. Most of the German cookies call for cold butter, and you cut them in. All right, so that's good and mixed up. Now I'm just going to make like a little, I want to make a little bed for them. So I'm making like a little well. Okay, now this is not as hard as real butter would be. This is vegan butter. And this is where it gets complicated with the conversion of this. So this is 200 grams of butter. 200 grams translated by Google to 7/8 of a cup. I'm not really sure what that means. 7 times 1/8 of a cup. I don't even have 1/8 of a cup measuring because, you know, I just don't have that. But anyhow, so 200 grams. Now, normally butter, actual butter, is a little harder.
During
So
editing, I
they say
realized
flake
that
it
was
in.
200 grams.
I'm
I
not really
needed
gonna
400
flake this in.
grams
I'm
because
just
I
gonna,
doubled
like,
the recipe.
put a
So I
little
went
bit of
back
chunks
in
there.
and added
And
200
first of
more
all,
grams.
This is
It changed the consistency a little bit, but we'll see how it goes
butter.
tomorrow.
This is the German vegan butter. Now, the vegan butter, I think it's Earth Balance. Oh, no, hold on. Let me see. What is it called? Yep, it's called Earth Balance. Earth Balance is actually hard like real butter, but this stuff here is kind of soft, even fresh out of the refrigerator, because I just took this fresh out of the refrigerator. So I'm just going to do little chunks of this real fast because, you know, yay. Chunky. Chunky. Okay, you probably will do this a lot prettier than me. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you just don't want to put a whole hunk in there because you want it to work in. Well, the idea was if you're doing this by hand and you're getting ready to see that in this kitchen, we ain't doing it by hand. That it is a little easier when you're doing it in flakes instead of one big hunk. But it's going to be all good. We're going to let the machine do the talking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hook this up and let it do its thing. Because it's going to take a minute. And then I'm going to come back and show you the finished dough once I get it in there. So if you're going to do it like me, in true Kim fashion, on your kitchen machine, what you're going to... Ew, not get butter everywhere. You're going to need to use your kneading attachment. That's your kneading attachment. That's going to knead the dough. You don't want to use the mixer and you don't want to use your whisk. So let me put this on here. So it's attached. Let me see if I can raise this up a little bit. Oh, you know what I forgot? But we're going to add that in there right now. So you can do, if you want to do this with the regular way, whoa. Sorry, I'm taking y'all on a ride. Okay. Production, we're having problems. production. Oh. My new person is having some issues. Okay. I hope y'all don't fall, because she's looking a little weird. Okay. You can either add your egg in right now, egg yolk, or you can be like me, and you can add in your egg substitute. And that's what my egg substitute looks like. So it's egg replacement mixed with bubbly water. All right. So now I'm gonna hook it up, put her down, protect her, or me. Come on now. Get on there. Okay, and then we're gonna turn it on just a little bit, slow motion. Oh no, Marcus unplugged it because of the Christmas lights. Do y'all get this realness? See, this is not like a regular one. This is real life right here. Okay, here we go. Slow. Slowness. And actually, let me take you down, and I will let you see what's going on in there. There you go. So it's going to be like that. And now I'm going to speed it up. And I'm going to leave that for a little while. And I'm going to let it do its business, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what the dough looks like. Okay, we're back. And it's making the noise that I want to hear. So I'm taking it off. And this is what we have inside. So we're going to take this and it's going to come together just like that. That's exactly how you want your dough to be looking, like that. So you need to, if you're doing it by hand, woo, you're amazing. You're a champ. You're all on it. Let me move my wrap here because I need to get this down on the ground. So there's a little excess residue from the bottom, but that's okay because it's going to incorporate in as I'm getting my ball formed. All right. So if you're using a kitchen machine and you take it out and you still have that portion on the bottom, that's okay. You do like they did on Little House on the Prairie, and you work that dough. Work it. If you had a long, hard day, here's where you can get that aggression out. If your husband was getting on your nerves, Sam, get out of this kitchen. Sorry about that. Couldn't take that out, but he knows he's not supposed to be in this kitchen. But he'll try anything. All right. I hate when I'm in the kitchen with long sleeves on. Does anybody else hate that? Long sleeves and cooking, long sleeves and cleaning. I hate that. Normally I try to change. But I came home in a hurry and I needed to get this done. So I didn't have time to change. Okay. So I've got it all worked in. All you want to do is form you a ball. Take it and form some form of a ball. Doesn't matter. This ball doesn't have to be pretty. And this is a lot of cookie dough right here. This is a lot of cookie dough. I hope that I was in there. I hope y'all could see what I was doing. But this is a big, well, this is 2 portions, so that's why. So you're forming your ball. And you can either wrap this in saran wrap or you can wrap it in foil. I have always done it in saran wrap. So take your ball just like so. Wrap the dough in the saran wrap. Don't ask me what accent this is. I think I'm sounding like, what is her name? Man, Julia Childs. Yeah, okay. I guess we're not Julia Childs tonight. All right, so wrapping my dough. And I do have a correction. The dough needs to rest in the refrigerator, not 1, but 2 hours. Okay, so I've got my baby here. I'm gonna put her in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna come back and explain to you exactly what we're gonna do tomorrow. Just in case you're baking these cookies with me, I want you to be fully prepared for tomorrow. Okay, so we've got our dough resting in the refrigerator. It needs to stay in there a minimum of 2 hours. Mine's gonna be in there overnight. And then we're gonna come back tomorrow. So if you're baking these cookies with me, and you're gonna go ahead and prepare your dough and have your dough ready for when we reconvene tomorrow, what you're gonna need to have tomorrow is powdered sugar and vanilla sugar. I'm not sure if they have vanilla sugar in the United States. That was not ever anything I ever used, so I don't know anything about that stuff there. But if you cannot find it, I'm going to tell you how you can make your own vanilla sugar. You need 2 ingredients. Now, how much you're making is going to be up to you. You would probably need to Google an actual recipe to get a correct measurement, but whatever recipe you're looking for should only have 2 ingredients for vanilla sugar, and that is the inside of a vanilla bean, so the meat, juices, beans, whatever that inside of a vanilla bean is, and regular granulated sugar. Those are the only 2 ingredients to make your vanilla sugar. And you can actually make vanilla sugar and mix it up and keep it, in an airtight container for a little while. We can buy it here in the stores. I have several variations of vanilla sugar. I've got from cheap to a little more expensive, from like an herb store. But you're going to use, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the vanilla sugar and we're going to mix it in with the powdered sugar. And after we form our crescents, because that's what this recipe is, super easy. You saw how easy it was for me to mix it up. We're going to take that dough out, we're going to divide it, and we're going to section it off. And then we're going to make little balls and then make them into crescent moon shapes. And we're going to bake them like that. And then when they come out of the oven and they cool, we're going to dip them. And the mixture that we're dipping them in is the vanilla sugar mixed in with powdered sugar. And that's where you get your goodness. So, not sure if you're going to do this with me. I would really love for you to try mine. Actually, I'm curious of how they're going to taste, because this will be the first time that I'm actually using vegan butter instead of real butter, and egg replacement instead of a real egg yolk. So my dough still looked the absolute same. So I have full faith that these cookies are going to taste 100% like the regular ones, even if they have minor substitutions. So I'm going to come back, because we're going to go do Advent calendar time, and then we're going to say goodnight. Oh no. All right, what did they get? Ooh, looks good. Okay, seriously, Sam. Sam was about to take the whole handful. Okay. So, you can have one. And you can have one. Shorty. Okay, everybody gets 2 tonight. 1 more for you. And 1 more for you. And I will not keep y'all waiting for Shorty to finish his, because that will take all night. But he has an extra one too. So we're going to wait for him to finish that one. Okay, it's Advent calendar time. Day 9. Okay, I already found that one. That was super easy to find. It was right smack dab in the middle. Okay. Somebody evidently did not put my calendar up correctly. All right. We're having some issues. Oh, because I was trying to open it backwards. Okay, day 9. Ooh, yes. I can already tell y'all that is something I'm going to need. I keep one of these in my car, and the one I have in my car is almost empty. So this is right on time, even though I have a million of these in the closet in there. Okay, she's having some difficulties, y'all. She's having some difficulties. I guess because I'm so super excited about it, I can't get it out. Okay, here we go. I want to see if it has a smell. So it's just lip calendula. Calendula. Don't know what that is. All I know is that it's vegan, because Marcus bought me this because everything was vegan. All right. Comes from Austria. See if there's a smell. All I want for Christmas is a lip balm. That's what it says. All I want for Christmas. I like things that have smells. I don't really smell anything, but that's okay. Guess it doesn't have to. But it's cute. So, I like that. All this stuff was pretty good, but this first one I'm super excited about. Lip balm. Okay. Well, this was a pretty short video. Sorry. Today was an actual real version of life on the run. And I can't take y'all everywhere with me because of privacy issues. You know, work is super private. And you know, when I go to appointments and stuff like that, it's kind of private. And yeah, so I wasn't at home all day today, and I didn't do very much fun stuff today, but that was my life. Work, appointments, store, home. Fascinating. Super fascinating. All right. Sorry we didn't get to do the cookies all in one sitting. However, this makes it more enjoyable to have a two-part, because who else does two-part cooking YouTube videos? Moi. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in to my crazy. I told y'all it was going to be a bumpy ride. And here it is, a bumpy ride. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to keep up with my crazy. See you tomorrow. Okay, I almost forgot about our movie quotes. So, shout out to yesterday's winner, Gail. She guessed it. It's a Wonderful Life. Congratulations. You now have 2 things coming your way. I'm so glad I didn't get that stuff in the mail yet. But hey, we're going to keep this going. So tonight's movie quotes is not just one quote. I'm going to just give you a series, because this one I know is going to be a tough one for you guys. It's not a tough one for me because it's one of my favorite movies, but it was from when I was young. So I'm going to give you a line, as a little piece of the line from this movie. And it was a super funny movie. Super funny movie. Okay. So, I don't know what shepherds wear. You have to wear your father's robe. That's what I have to do. He doesn't have a robe. What does he hang around the house in? His underwear. Do you know what movie that came from? I'm going to be shocked at the person who guesses that. Good night.